Egypt, land of pharaohs, pyramids, and secrets. For centuries, whispers have persisted of wonders buried beneath the sands, technological marvels that defy our understanding of the past. Ancient historians spoke of a labyrinth so grand it dwarfed even the Great Pyramid, a complex of 3,000 rooms, a maze of corridors lost to the shifting sands of time. But what if these legends were more than just stories? What if the truth lay hidden, waiting to be unearthed? From the depths of the Serapeum, with its impossibly precise granite boxes, to the enigmatic pit of Zayat el-Aryan, sealed off from the world, we embark on a journey to uncover the truth behind Egypt's greatest mysteries. Are we ready to confront a past that could rewrite history?
Nestled near the tranquil Fayum oasis, the Hara pyramid site stands as a silent testament to a bygone era. To the untrained eye, it appears as little more than a worn mound of earth, its grandeur eroded by time. Yet over 2 millennia ago, this very spot left ancient historians like Herodotus utterly astounded. He described a labyrinth so magnificent and complex that it eclipsed even the famed pyramids of Giza. What secrets did this labyrinth hold to inspire such wonder? Could there be hidden marvels beneath the sands that have eluded modern discovery? In the late 19th century, the intrepid British archaeologist Flinders Petrie sought to unravel this enigma. His excavations led to the unearthing of 2 colossal seated statues, each hewn from hard quartzite sandstone and standing 18 meters tall, a tangible validation of Herodotus's accounts. But the true revelation lay within the dilapidated pyramid itself. Beneath its crumbling mud brick exterior, Petrie discovered a megalithic core exhibiting craftsmanship of extraordinary precision. Massive stone blocks were fitted so meticulously that not even a blade could slip between them. How did ancient builders, without the benefit of modern technology, achieve such an impeccable fit? Delving deeper, Petrie found that the pyramid's entrance defied convention. Located on the south side rather than the customary north, it led into descending passages flanked by ramps, perhaps designed for the movement of heavy cargo. Massive stone slabs, each weighing approximately 20 tons, functioned as trapdoors to seal off inner chambers. At the heart of the pyramid lay a central chamber carved from a single block of quartzite sandstone, weighing over 110 tons. Within rested a sarcophagus, devoid of any inscriptions or hieroglyphs, a curious anomaly for a royal tomb. Instead, Petrie found charred bones and remnants of burnt diorite. What events transpired here to warrant such elaborate construction and yet leave so few clues? While Petrie marveled at the pyramid's architectural feats, he was equally captivated by the quest for the legendary labyrinth described by Herodotus, a sprawling complex said to contain 3,000 rooms arranged in a bewildering maze of passages. Though much of it had been dismantled over centuries, Petrie's excavations uncovered vast foundations that hinted at its former grandeur. In the 21st century, modern technologies like ground-penetrating radar and satellite imaging have revealed extensive networks of underground chambers and walls matching ancient descriptions. Yet despite these compelling findings, there has been resistance to further excavation. What might this reluctance signify? Could the labyrinth conceal secrets that challenge our understanding of ancient Egyptian civilization? Journeying to another enigmatic site, we arrive at the Serapeum of Saqqara, a subterranean necropolis shrouded in mystery. Hidden within its depths are enormous granite boxes, each carved from a single block and weighing up to 70 tons. Their exteriors are polished to a mirror-like finish, and their corners are flawlessly squared, exhibiting a level of precision that rivals modern engineering. The interiors mirror this perfection, with uniformly smooth surfaces and consistent wall thickness. How could artisans over 3,000 years ago achieve such feats using only the rudimentary tools we believe they had? Granite is an exceptionally hard stone, difficult to carve even with today's technology. Theories abound that the ancient Egyptians may have possessed advanced techniques or tools now lost to history. Marks resembling those made by high-speed drills and saws have been found on other granite artifacts, such as perfectly round tube drill holes and spiral grooves on cylindrical cores. Could these be evidence of machinery or methods far ahead of their time? Transporting and positioning these colossal boxes within the narrow, winding tunnels of the Serapeum presents another conundrum. The lack of soot or torch marks suggests that these dark corridors were illuminated by means other than open flame. How did they move and place such massive objects with such precision in confined spaces, and what lighting methods did they employ? Traditionally, these boxes are considered to be sarcophagi for sacred Apis bulls, but the extraordinary effort and precision invested in their creation suggest a purpose far more significant. Some speculate they may have been part of an advanced energy system, or served functions we have yet to comprehend. Are we glimpsing the remnants of a lost technology, one that challenges the conventional timeline of human advancement? In the heart of the Andes Mountains, cloaked in the veils of history and myth, stands a fortress that defies explanation. Welcome to Saksaywaman, an ancient stronghold perched high above the former Inca capital of Cusco. This monumental structure challenges everything we know about the capabilities of early civilizations. Imagine colossal stones, some weighing over 200 tons, intricately carved and fitted together without a single drop of mortar. The precision is astounding. Not even a blade of grass can slip between the stones. Modern machinery would struggle to lift these boulders, yet they were maneuvered into place by a civilization that, according to mainstream history, lacked the wheel, iron tools, and even a written language. How did they accomplish such a feat? As we delve deeper into the mysteries of Saksaywaman, we find ourselves questioning everything we thought we knew about the Inca and their predecessors. The fortress not only showcases advanced engineering, but also embodies a profound understanding of astronomy and cosmology. The zigzagging walls are believed to represent the teeth of a puma, a sacred animal in Inca mythology, aligning the structure with symbolic and celestial elements. Beneath the surface, legends whisper of a time before the Inca, when a lost civilization possessed knowledge and technologies now forgotten. Central to these tales is Viracocha, a deity revered as the creator of all things. According to lore, Viracocha and his companions taught the people essential skills, including advanced stone masonry and architecture. Could these myths be echoes of a real, advanced society that predated the Inca Empire? Archaeological evidence adds weight to these legends. The Quilque culture, which inhabited the region from 900 to 1200 AD, constructed structures near Saksaywaman, hinting at their possible involvement in its early stages. The architectural style of the fortress differs significantly from typical Inca constructions, featuring megalithic stones with up to 12 angles, perfectly fitted together, a level of sophistication unseen in other Inca sites. The fortress's alignment with celestial events further deepens the enigma. During the winter solstice, the sun's rays align precisely with specific angles of the walls, coinciding with Inti Raymi, the festival of the sun. This suggests that Saksaywaman was not merely a military stronghold, but also served ceremonial and astronomical purposes. The expansive open spaces and strategically placed structures may have functioned as observatories where priests and astronomers monitored celestial movements, integrating their observations into agricultural planning and religious ceremonies. Yet, one of the most baffling aspects remains. How were these enormous stones quarried, transported and assembled with such precision? The Inca did not have the wheel or draft animals capable of moving such weights. Some theories suggest they used ropes, levers, and sheer manpower, but these explanations often fall short of accounting for the site's complexity and the sophistication of its construction techniques. Intriguing features like scoop-like marks on the stones, bulging faces, and mysterious protrusions known as nubs add to the puzzle. These characteristics are not only unique, but also consistent across other megalithic sites worldwide, hinting at a possible connection or shared knowledge among ancient civilizations. The scoop marks suggest advanced tools or methods of stone softening, while the bulging stones and nubs may have served structural or symbolic purposes yet to be fully understood. Scientific investigations have proposed various theories. Some suggest the stones are geopolymers, an ancient form of concrete poured into molds. In 2012, a team of Russian geophysicists analyzed the limestone and found anomalies that support this idea. They hypothesized that the limestone was crushed, heated in extensive bonfires, and then molded into shape. However, questions remain. If the stones were molded, why create such massive blocks? And how did these materials withstand earthquakes that toppled newer constructions? Geological studies offer another perspective. The nearby Rodadero Formation, known for historical volcanic activity, may have subjected the limestone to intense heat, causing recrystallization. This could explain the stone's durability and precise fit, but it raises new questions. What technology could ancient builders have used to harness such heat, and how did they apply it so effectively? As we explore these possibilities, we must consider the legends of the Viracochas. Could these stories be more than myth? Did an advanced civilization, perhaps with knowledge of manipulating stone at a molecular level, pass down their techniques to the Inca? The reverence the Inca had for Saksaywaman suggests they viewed it as part of a sacred heritage, possibly inherited from their predecessors. Spanish chroniclers noted that even the Inca spoke of the fortress as a legacy from a time before their own. Standing before the towering walls of Saksaywaman, one can't help but feel a connection to a distant past, a past where the lines between myth and reality blur. The fortress challenges us to rethink our understanding of history and the capabilities of ancient societies. The architectural anomalies, combined with astronomical alignments and unexplained construction techniques, suggest that Saksaywaman is more than a mere relic of Inca ingenuity. Deep within the rugged wilderness of the North Caucasus in Russia's Kabardino-Balkaria Republic, a secret has been waiting to be uncovered. In 2011, Russian speleologist Arthur Zhemukov embarked on an expedition that would question the very foundations of our historical knowledge. While exploring the peak of Kahora mountain, he discovered what appeared to be a simple vertical fissure. But as he and his team descended, they realized they had entered a man-made structure of astonishing complexity. Geometrically precise stone slabs lined the walls, massive megalithic blocks fitted together with near-perfect precision. Some stones weighed over 200 tons, yet they formed right angles with minimal gaps. How could such a colossal structure exist in this remote location, and who could have built it? Venturing deeper, they entered a vast underground hall, towering 36 meters high. Stone blocks resembling columns stood like silent sentinels, and polished walls mirrored those of Egypt's Grand Gallery in the Pyramid of Khufu. Narrow passageways branched off, some too tight for even a child to pass through. Was this an ancient underground complex with a purpose yet to be understood? Word of the discovery spread, attracting researchers intrigued by its implications. Precise measurements and 3D models emphasized the artificial design of the shaft, yet its purpose remained elusive. Some speculated it could be part of a long-lost structure buried beneath the mountain. Climbers noted constant airflow within the shaft, hinting at a ventilation system for a larger complex. Could this be evidence of an advanced civilization? Or does it point to mysteries yet to be unraveled? Tragically, Zhemukov passed away in a car accident in 2015, leaving many questions unanswered. In subsequent years, new photographs reignited interest, revealing massive stone blocks and intriguing marks. Yet exploration halted, and the Kahora shaft remains an enigma, shrouded in both mystery and silence. Halfway across the world, buried beneath the desert sands of Abydos in Egypt, lies another puzzle, the Osireion. Hidden deep underground, this monumental structure defies traditional Egyptian architecture. Unlike the ornate temples adorned with hieroglyphs and artwork, the Osireion is stark and imposing, composed of colossal rose granite blocks weighing up to 100 tons. Its design breaks norms with a unique L-shaped configuration and a subterranean layout 15 feet below ground level. Archaeologists believe it may predate the nearby temple of Serapeum by millennia, suggesting it held significant importance long before known Egyptian history. But how were these immense stones quarried from Aswan, over 200 miles away, transported and assembled with such precision? The lack of inscriptions raises the question, who built the Osireion and for what purpose? Adding to the enigma is the water that continuously fills its chambers, replenishing from an unknown source. Advanced seismic technology reveals that the visible portion is just the uppermost part of a much larger complex extending deep below. Researchers attempted to pump out the water, but found it impossible. The water's unique properties and warmer temperature defy conventional explanation. Could the Osireion be the work of a civilization with knowledge far beyond what we currently understand? Some have even noted personal health improvements after interacting with the site, sparking further intrigue. Is it possible that the Osireion was designed by beings with mastery over hydraulics and engineering, perhaps harnessing energies we have yet to comprehend? The mysteries compound as we consider the Osireion's purpose and the secrets that may lie hidden in its unexplored depths. In the fertile Bekaa Valley of Lebanon stands Baalbek, an ancient city inhabited for over 9 millennia. At its heart is the Temple of Jupiter, a colossal edifice remarkable for the platform upon which it rests, a foundation built from megalithic stones of staggering proportions. The trilithon stones, each weighing up to 1,000 tons, are among the largest ever used in construction. How did ancient builders move and position these massive stones with such precision? Nearby lies the quarry, home to even larger monoliths like the stone of the pregnant woman, weighing around 1,000 tons, and another discovered in 2014 weighing approximately 1,650 tons. These stones remain partially embedded in the bedrock, as if left unfinished. Theories on how they were transported range from sledges and rollers to earthen ramps and pulleys, but none fully explain the feat. Some suggest Baalbek's alignment with celestial bodies indicates a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. The temple complex's orientation toward the rising sun during the summer solstice suggests intentional design linking the earthly to the divine. Local legends speak of giants or divine beings who constructed these monumental structures. Could these stories hold a fragment of historical truth? Recent discoveries have revealed underground chambers and subterranean passages, suggesting multiple layers of significance, both practical and ceremonial. The precision and scale of Baalbek's construction challenge our assumptions about ancient capabilities. Is it possible that Baalbek, like the Kahora shaft and the Osireion, is evidence of a lost chapter in human history, or perhaps the work of influences beyond our understanding? Connecting these enigmatic sites, a pattern emerges. Structures that defy conventional explanations, massive stones moved and assembled with inexplicable precision, and features suggesting advanced knowledge of engineering and astronomy. Could these monuments be the legacy of a forgotten advanced civilization, or do they point to influences beyond human origin? On a quiet September day in 1969, in the secluded Siberian village of Zhavchik, miners descended into the earth as they did every day, unaware that they were about to unearth a mystery that would baffle scientists and ignite imaginations for decades to come. At a depth of 230 feet, amidst the relentless clanging of pickaxes against coal, a miner struck something unusual, a hollow sound that stood out against the solid resistance they were accustomed to. What could possibly lie hidden so deep beneath the Earth's surface? Intrigued, the miners cleared away the debris, revealing a fissure in the wall that seemed to open into a hidden chamber. With a mix of trepidation and excitement, they broke through the wall, their lamps casting eerie shadows into the darkness beyond. Inside, they stood in awe before a sight that seemed plucked from legend. A massive marble sarcophagus, exquisitely designed, measuring about 8.5 feet long and 3 feet high. Who could have crafted such a monument, and why was it buried so deeply? The head of the mining district, Alexander Masaligin, was swiftly notified. Recognizing the potential significance of the find, he informed the authorities, setting in motion a chain of events that would lead to widespread speculation and secrecy. As the sarcophagus was carefully extracted from its ancient resting place, the miners' imaginations ran wild. Could it contain priceless treasures, or perhaps relics from a bygone era? Yet, a nagging thought lingered among them. Would the authorities seize their discovery without offering any explanations or rewards? Driven by curiosity and a sense of injustice, they decided to open the sarcophagus themselves. What they found inside defied all expectations and raised more questions than answers. Instead of gold or jewels, they discovered the remarkably preserved body of a young woman, appearing to be between 25 and 30 years old. Her long, wavy dark brown hair cascaded down to her waist, and she wore a white, translucent dress made of a material unknown to them. Immersed in a mysterious pink liquid, she looked as if she were merely asleep. Beside her head rested a small black metal box, unfamiliar in design. Could this box hold the key to her identity or purpose? The woman's skin was astonishingly smooth and pale, whiter than any they had ever seen, even more so than someone with albinism. Her lifelike appearance was mesmerizing. She seemed healthier and more vibrant than the miners themselves. Who was this mysterious woman, and how had her body remained so perfectly preserved? Word of the discovery spread rapidly, and villagers flocked to see the enigmatic Tizul princess, named after the district. Among the onlookers, a young man, perhaps emboldened by the crowd, dipped his finger into the pink liquid and tasted it. It was odorless and tasteless, but the consequences were dire. Within a week, his mental state deteriorated. He became disoriented, unable to recognize his own home, and tragically froze to death in the harsh Siberian winter. Was this a warning of the dangers lurking within the ancient sarcophagus? Soon, high-ranking officials, police, military personnel, and agents believed to be from the Secret Service arrived, sealing off the area. They warned of potential infectious hazards, but their actions suggested there was more at stake. Attempts to airlift the sarcophagus failed due to its weight. Deciding to drain the pink liquid into containers to lighten it, they witnessed something astonishing. As the liquid was removed, the woman's skin rapidly darkened, losing its lifelike appearance. Did the liquid possess extraordinary preservation properties? The sarcophagus and its contents were transported to a facility for scientific analysis. Weeks later, a professor visited Zhavchik to discuss the find. He revealed that standard dating methods were insufficient. The materials did not conform to known parameters. Advanced techniques suggested an age of approximately 800 million years, a figure that shattered existing understanding of human history and evolution. How could such an artifact exist from a time long before complex life was believed to have emerged on Earth? The implications were staggering. If accurate, This discovery challenged the very foundations of science, suggesting the existence of a civilization with advanced technology in Earth's distant past. Alternatively, could this be evidence of extraterrestrial visitors? The woman's unusually pale skin hinted at origins from a place with less sunlight. As news of the Thistle Princess began to spread, authorities moved swiftly to suppress it. Newspapers were confiscated, and those who spoke out faced repercussions. The story faded from public view, silenced by the powers that be. It wasn't until years later, following political changes that loosened restrictions, that the tale resurfaced in local media. Yet the mystery only deepened. A memorial plaque now stands near Javchik, commemorating the discovery. It speaks of the beautiful young woman found in a marble sarcophagus, buried hundreds of millions of years ago. Eyewitnesses from the village have come forward, reaffirming the authenticity of the event. But with each new revelation, more questions arise. Speculation abounds. Some believe the Thistle Princess was part of an ancient civilization lost to time, her preservation a testament to technologies we have yet to comprehend. Others suggest an extraterrestrial origin, her existence evidence of visitors from beyond our world. Without concrete evidence, the truth remains elusive. Imagine it's the year 1840. You're a seasoned sea captain, navigating the remote waters of the South Pacific. One morning, as the fog lifts, you behold an unimaginable sight, a colossal wall of ice, towering a mile high and stretching endlessly in both directions. You steer your ship to the right, hoping to find its end, but days turn into weeks, and the wall remains unbroken. No matter how far you sail, it seems infinite. Could this be the edge of the world? Is this where the maps end and the unknown begins? Of course, any knowledgeable sailor in 1840 knew the Earth wasn't flat. This massive barrier wasn't the edge of the world, but the icy frontier of Antarctica, a place so harsh and remote that it was barely understood. Yet, the sight of such an imposing natural wall must have stirred deep questions. What secrets does this frozen continent hold? What mysteries lie beneath its miles-thick ice, waiting to be discovered? Could there be life in such a desolate place? Antarctica is a land of extremes, a vast expanse often misrepresented on our maps. Far from being a mere sliver at the bottom, it's a continent twice the size of Australia, large enough to cover the United States, Mexico, and parts of Canada. Enveloped by an ice sheet averaging over a mile in thickness, it holds 60% of the Earth's fresh water, all locked away in ice. With winds that can roar at nearly 100 miles per hour and temperatures plunging to unimaginable lows, it's a place where survival is a constant struggle. Yet, it's also a place of unparalleled beauty and intrigue. But beneath this frozen surface lies a world that challenges our understanding. Did you know there are over 400 lakes hidden beneath the ice? Lake Vostok, for instance, is one of the largest lakes on the planet, concealed under 2 miles of ice. How does life persist in such extreme isolation? Could unknown creatures dwell in these depths, cut off from the rest of the world for millions of years? What adaptations have they made to survive in such darkness and cold? In the early 20th century, the lure of the unknown drew explorers into a perilous race to reach the South Pole. Figures like Robert Falcon Scott, Ernest Shackleton, and Roald Amundsen embarked on harrowing journeys, braving the unforgiving elements. Scott's expedition, driven by ambition and national pride, ended in tragedy. After reaching the pole, only to find Amundsen had beaten him by a month, Scott and his team perished on the return journey. Their story is a testament to both human determination and the merciless nature of Antarctica. What drove these men to risk everything? What did they hope to find at the heart of this icy wilderness? But amidst the tales of heroism and loss, there were astonishing discoveries. Fossils found by Scott's team suggested that Antarctica was once part of a lush supercontinent, Gondwana, a place teeming with life, a stark contrast to its current frozen state. Could this mean that ancient civilizations once inhabited this land? Might remnants of these societies be buried under the ice, waiting to be uncovered? What other secrets from Earth's distant past are locked away in Antarctica's icy depths? The mysteries deepen when you consider phenomena like bloodfalls in the McMurdo Dry Valleys, where a blood-red waterfall seeps from the Taylor Glacier. The eerie hue comes from iron-rich water oxidizing as it meets the air, but it raises questions. What other secrets might the glaciers conceal? In the depths of Deep Lake, microorganisms thrive in conditions colder and saltier than almost anywhere else on Earth. How do these extremophiles survive? Could studying them unlock answers about life in the most inhospitable environments, even beyond our planet? In 2017, scientists were baffled when a hole the size of Ireland appeared in the sea ice, a phenomenon not fully understood. Known as a polynya, this massive opening defied explanations. Was it a result of warmer ocean currents, shifting winds, or something yet undiscovered? And beneath the ice of Wilkes Land, a massive gravity anomaly hints at a crater twice the size of the one linked to the dinosaurs' extinction. What colossal event caused this, and how does it reshape our understanding of Earth's history? Could such an impact have altered the course of evolution? With such enigmas, it's no surprise that legends and conspiracy theories have flourished. Stories circulate of abandoned lifeboats found on remote islands, suggesting lost explorers or secret missions. Tales of colossal, shape-shifting octopuses lurking in Lake Vostok ignite the imagination. Some even whisper about hidden Nazi bases or ancient pyramids buried beneath the ice. Could there be any truth to these sensational claims? What fuels these stories, and why do they persist? Consider the story of Organism 46b, a supposed giant octopus with extraordinary abilities allegedly encountered by a Russian expedition. According to the tale, this creature could paralyze prey from a distance and mimic other shapes, a true monster of the deep. But when we delve deeper, the story unravels. It originates from a fictional account misrepresented as fact. In reality, while Lake Vostok does harbor life, it's microbial, organisms adapted to extreme conditions over eons. Yet, the idea of undiscovered creatures lurking beneath the ice continues to captivate us. What does this say about our fascination with the unknown? As for the rumors of Nazi fortresses and hidden pyramids, they too dissolve under scrutiny. Historical records confirm that while the Nazis did explore parts of Antarctica, they established whaling stations, not secret strongholds. The supposed pyramids are natural mountain peaks shaped by erosion and glacial activity. And the idea of ancient civilizations flourishing on a continent that's been ice-covered for 15 million years doesn't align with geological evidence. But perhaps these myths reflect a deeper human desire to find meaning and mystery in the unexplored corners of our world. Imagine standing before a colossal cliff face, the entrance to a world carved by hands long since turned to dust. Who were the ancient people capable of transforming solid rock into sprawling underground cities and monumental tombs? What secrets did they bury within these mysterious caves that continue to captivate our imaginations today? Deep in the desert of southern Jordan lies Petra, a city carved entirely from rose-red sandstone cliffs. As you journey through the Sick, a narrow gorge flanked by walls reaching up to 80 meters high, anticipation builds with every step. Suddenly, the passage opens to reveal Al-Khazneh, the treasury, a magnificent facade standing 40 meters tall and 28 meters wide, intricately carved over 2,000 years ago. How did the Nabateans, with their limited technology, achieve such precision and grandeur? Could there be more to this ancient city than meets the eye? But the wonders of Petra extend beyond its stunning exteriors. Beneath the city lies an ingenious network of water channels, cisterns, and pipelines. In a harsh desert climate with minimal rainfall, the Nabateans engineered a system that captured and stored water, transforming Petra into a thriving oasis capable of supporting up to 30,000 people. Recent discoveries have unveiled complex hydraulic engineering rivaling modern systems. Could their mastery of subterranean engineering be the true secret to their success? Halfway across the world, hidden beneath the forests of Japan, lies another enigma. In 1919, workers stumbled upon the Oya stone quarry, a vast underground complex stretching over 20,000 square meters. Walking through its colossal chambers, with ceilings soaring up to 30 meters high, one can't help but feel dwarfed by the sheer scale. The walls are remarkably smooth, the angles precise. How did ancient workers, supposedly using only primitive tools, create such a monumental subterranean space? Are there lost techniques or forgotten knowledge that enabled them to achieve such feats? Not far from Oya, the Miadani quarry presents an even greater mystery. Gigantic stone blocks, some weighing over 500 tons, lie abandoned as if the workers vanished without a trace. Modern machinery would struggle to move such weights. What methods did the ancients plan to use to transport these megaliths? Some speculate about lost technologies or even extraterrestrial assistance. Is it possible that these underground endeavors hint at a forgotten era of advanced engineering? Turning our gaze to the rugged landscapes of southwestern Turkey, we find Lycia, a land where the living and the dead shared the same cliffs. In 1838, British archaeologist Sir Charles Fellows uncovered cities long abandoned, their tombs carved high into the rock faces. The Lycian tombs of Myra mimic wooden architecture, adorned with intricate reliefs depicting heroes, gods, and scenes of daily life. The grandest of them all, the Nereid monument at Xanthos, rises nearly 12 meters high, resembling an Ionic temple. What compelled the Lycians to carve their legacies into the cliffs, creating cities of the dead more splendid than those of the living? The common thread weaving through these mysteries is humanity's relentless pursuit to conquer the underground, to carve sanctuaries, tombs, and entire cities from the very earth itself. But why did these ancient civilizations choose to delve deep rather than build upwards? Was it for protection, reverence, or a deeper connection to the divine? Could there be a universal impulse driving these cultures to transform the subterranean world? In Petra, recent discoveries suggest that the city's layout and structures may align with celestial events, hinting at a profound astronomical knowledge. On specific days, sunlight penetrates deep into certain chambers, suggesting intentional design to capture these moments. Could the Nabateans have designed their subterranean city to mirror the heavens, integrating cosmic significance into their engineering marvels? At the Oya and Miadani quarries, mysterious markings on the walls, symbols, and patterns have led some to believe these sites had purposes beyond mere resource extraction. Some believe they align with celestial bodies, suggesting astronomical significance or spiritual rituals. Are these quarries evidence of a civilization with knowledge surpassing what we attribute to that era? Could there have been a lost civilization in Japan that shared knowledge across continents? In Lycia, the cliffside tombs reflect a deep connection to the afterlife. The Lycians used iron and bronze tools to carve intricate monuments directly into the rock, showcasing advanced artistry and engineering. Their society blended indigenous traditions with influences from neighboring cultures, yet their reasons for such monumental subterranean endeavors remain enigmatic. Did they believe that carving into the rock brought them closer to their gods, or was it a way to eternalize their presence on Earth? Could their tombs have been designed to connect the earthly realm with the celestial? While mainstream scholars attribute these feats to human ingenuity, manpower, and simple tools, the mysteries persist. How did disparate civilizations, separated by vast distances and lacking apparent communication, develop such similar architectural wonders underground? Is there a universal human impulse driving them to sculpt the subterranean world, or are we missing pieces of a larger puzzle? As we piece together clues from Petra, Oya, Miadani and Lycia, we begin to see a tapestry of human endeavour that transcends time and geography. These ancient caves are not just architectural feats, they are testaments to the ingenuity, beliefs and aspirations of the people who built them. They challenge us to reconsider our understanding of human history and the capabilities of our ancestors. Carved over 2 millennia ago, these rock-cut chambers are the oldest surviving examples of such architecture in India, dating back to the 3rd century BCE. Commissioned by Ashoka the Great, the Mauryan emperor who embraced Buddhism after the bloody Kalinga War, these caves were intended as retreats for monks seeking spiritual enlightenment. What is immediately striking about the Barabar caves is the sheer precision and polish of their construction. The walls and ceilings are so smooth, they appear almost mirrored, reflecting light and sound in ways that seem otherworldly. Even today, a whisper inside reverberates throughout the chamber, creating an ethereal atmosphere. But with only rudimentary tools like iron chisels and hammers, how did the craftsmen achieve such precision? Some scholars theorize they might have used advanced techniques, perhaps even employing fire to weaken the rock before chiseling. Others speculate they had access to specialized tools or knowledge now lost to time. Venturing westward, we arrive at the Kailasa Temple of Ellora in Maharashtra, a monolithic marvel hewn entirely from a single rock face. This colossal structure wasn't built stone by stone. Instead, over 400,000 tons of rock were meticulously removed to reveal a temple of staggering complexity dedicated to Lord Shiva. To accomplish this in the historically suggested 18 years, workers would have needed to extract 5 tons of rock every hour during 12-hour days. Even with today's technology, such a feat would be monumental. So, what methods did these ancient builders employ? Were they aided by tools or knowledge that has since vanished from human memory? The temple's design includes features visible only from the air, such as the rooftop adorned with 4 lion sculptures forming an exact X shape. How could such designs have been planned without aerial perspectives? Moreover, the temple's acoustic properties suggest a sophisticated understanding of sound, possibly used for spiritual ceremonies or healing practices. Within its vast halls, sounds resonate with harmonious clarity, and the placement of pillars and the curvature of ceilings appear crafted to enhance sound. Did the ancient craftsmen of Ellora possess advanced knowledge of architecture and acoustics beyond what we credit them for? Human memory. As we delve deeper into India's ancient mysteries, the submerged city of Dwarka beckons from beneath the waves off the coast of Gujarat. Legends tell of a city founded by Lord Krishna himself, a city so opulent it was known as the City of Gold. Recent underwater explorations have uncovered stone structures, walls and artifacts dating back to the 2nd millennium BCE. Could these findings be remnants of the legendary Dwarka? And if so, what caused this magnificent city to sink beneath the sea? Dwarka's advanced urban planning reveals meticulously laid streets, an elaborate drainage system, and formidable fortifications. The city was strategically positioned near the confluence of the Gomati River and the Arabian Sea, providing natural defences and facilitating maritime trade. The use of modern technology in underwater archaeology has mapped submerged structures, suggesting a society far ahead of its time in urban planning and infrastructure. But the mysteries multiply when we consider that none of the excavated rock from the Barabar caves and the Kailasa temple has been found near the sites. Where did hundreds of thousands of tons of stone disappear to? The absence of debris suggests methods of material removal and transport that we cannot fully comprehend. These sites, each astounding in their own right, share uncanny similarities. Advanced engineering, precise craftsmanship, and mysteries that challenge our understanding of ancient capabilities. Is it possible that these civilizations possessed sophisticated knowledge in acoustics, metallurgy, and urban planning that rival or even surpass our own? Or are there other explanations that bridge the gap between myth and historical fact? Returning to the Barabar caves, we find that their acoustics are not merely a curious feature, but perhaps a deliberate design. Some theorists propose that the caves were intended for ancient experiments with sound and resonance. Sound was considered a powerful force in many ancient cultures, used for healing, communication, and even construction. Could the builders have harnessed sound in ways we're only beginning to understand? Similarly, the Kailasa temple's intricate design and the legends surrounding its construction add another layer of intrigue. One tale recounts a devout king whose queen lay gravely ill. He vowed to build the grandest temple in honor of Lord Shiva if she recovered. Miraculously, she did, and according to legend, divine intervention allowed the temple to be completed in just a week, a feat that seems impossible even today. Are these stories mere myths, or do they hint at lost technologies or forgotten wisdom? The resilience of these structures against attempts at destruction underscores their extraordinary construction. The Kailasa temple, for instance, withstood efforts by the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb to dismantle it. He deployed 1,000 men over 3 years, yet their efforts resulted in only superficial damage. The structure remained steadfast, almost as if protected by the very deities it honors. What secrets did the ancient builders embed within these monuments that grant them such enduring strength? Moreover, the underwater discoveries at Dwarka offer tangible links between myth and history. Artifacts such as pottery shards, beads made of semi-precious stones, and inscriptions suggest a culturally rich and economically prosperous society. The dating of these findings aligns with the time of Lord Krishna as described in ancient texts. Could this be evidence that the legends of Dwarka have a basis in historical reality? As we piece together these puzzles, a pattern emerges. These ancient structures are not isolated marvels, but part of a larger tapestry of advanced ancient civilizations. Some speculate that these civilizations may have possessed technologies or techniques now lost to time. The precision holes and niches in the Kailasa temple suggest methods of stoneworking that defy conventional explanations. Could they have known how to soften or liquefy stone? While such ideas push the boundaries of mainstream archaeology, they invite us to reconsider what we believe is possible. Furthermore, the strategic locations of these sites raise intriguing questions. Could there be something about the land itself, perhaps energy fields or ley lines, that made these places focal points for spiritual leaders and ancient scientists alike? Some suggest that these structures were deliberately constructed along invisible energy grids, tapping into the Earth's natural energies to amplify spiritual and possibly technological practices. The legends surrounding these sites blur the lines between myth, reality, and the scientific. Were these places merely religious sanctuaries, or did they serve a dual purpose as centers of advanced knowledge and experimentation? The Barabar caves, with their unique acoustics, the Kailasa temple, with its architectural complexity, and Dwarka all challenge our conventional understanding of ancient societies. What other mysteries lie hidden, awaiting discovery?